Milan. Inter Milan ended Napoli's winning streak in Serie A with a goalless draw despite a hard-fought top-of-the-table clash in Naples on Saturday. Napoli, who suffered Champions League disappointment at Manchester City this week, now have 25 points from 9 games to maintain their 2-point advantage on second-placed Inter. Champions Juventus and Lazio, joint third on 19 points, have a golden opportunity to narrow the gap on Sunday when they take on Udinese and Cagliari respectively. Inter Milan players vie for the ball against Napoli. AP. Inter Milan players vie for the ball against Napoli. AP. Napoli had been on a winning streak in 13 Serie A games going back to last season. But they came up against a stubborn Inter, chasing a first win in Naples in 20 years, and who underlined their title credentials in front of 50,000 spectators at the San Paolo Stadium. Both teams had their goalkeepers to thank for the point, with Inter's Samir Handanovic and Napoli's Pepe Reina pulling off some fine saves. These players must be complimented, Inter coach Luciano Spalletti told Mediaset Premium after the match. Today we played a very good game, which could have been even better. Napoli were very strong, they did incredible things. Handanovic did what he needed to do. Reina also seemed good to me on a couple of occasions. We have suffered, and we are keeping this title race close. Napoli had more possession in the first half, but little to show as Handanovic kept out a quick-fire double from Jose Callaghan and Dries Mertens. Reina also denied Inter's Mauro Icardi and Borja Valero just before the break. Napoli ran out of steam in the second half, showing signs of fatigue after their European travels. Inter, with no European commitments, looked fresher, but Napoli earned the 2 best chances with Pietro Zielinski's long-range volley on 84 minutes and a Mertens effort 6 minutes later, both cleared. Great determination. The feeling I have is that the team have more motivation in the league than Europe, conceded Napoli coach Maurizio Sarri. Tonight we played with great determination for 95 minutes, in Manchester only for 55. I think it's a subconscious thing. If in our minds we feel more competitive in Serie A than in the Champions League, that might be a difficult thing to shake off. We don't have that much of a chance to go all the way in Europe, but we do want to put in a great tournament performance. Both Napoli and Inter take on teams from Genoa next week. Napoli play at Genoa, with Inter hosting local rivals Sampdoria, who earlier Saturday crushed struggling Crotone with a 5-goal blitz to move 5th. Sampdoria, who have a game in hand, were 3 goals up by half-time. Gianmarco Ferrari headed in after 3 minutes against his former club. Fabio Quagliarella converted a penalty on 11 minutes after Arlindo Jetti dragged down Duvin Zapata, with Gianluca Caprari tapping in a third before the break. Polish pair Carolinity and substitute Ahmed Kanaki added 2 more for good measure in a 5-minute spree from 71 minutes as Sampdoria kept their perfect home record. We're going through a good run of form, even if we know there are always going to be high and lows in a campaign, said Sampdoria coach Marco Giampaolo. We will try to enjoy this moment, but without getting ahead of ourselves. Crotone, with 19 goals conceded, are just 1 point above the relegation zone after a 5th defeat. On Sunday, as Roma travel to Torino, looking to move ahead of Sampdoria. Published date, October 22, 2017, 12:10 p.m. Updated date, October 22, 2017, 12:10 p.m.